good afternoon, everybody. And it is, we can call this asshole day here at Shay of the Jimmy Palumbo Show, and some of which we're going to talk about, some of it which we're not. We do have a surprise bit at the end of the show that me and Dave think is funny, but you guys may not. But this is show number, holiday season here, show number 246. And as you well know, of course, I know David Sonkin of 213.tv is listening. He always usually is.
Which I don't know if you noticed in the background, but he's part of the wreath that's on the fireplace.
Part of the wreath, which I think the Christmas spirit is there, because of which Dave and I have very little of the Christmas spirit, but we can put it on our podcast. We are part of the, and I know this is for a lot of guys out there, like, everybody loves the Christmas season, but I got to tell you what, if you took a private poll, everyone's like, I just can't wait till January 5th.
The kids are decorating the tree last night, and I'm like, I'm doing the lights part of it because, you got to go around and around.
I get it.
But like, I'm doing all that, and then like, I hang like 2 ornaments, and then like the kids are like, I want to hang. I was like, this is nice. Like they're actually able to hang their own shit.
Do it now, right?
Before you know it, within like 15 minutes, my legs are kicked up on the couch. Like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, put it up on there.
It's like, Dad, look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this. I'm like, I've seen them all. I've seen them all for the last 5 to 7 years. I've seen them all.
Everybody's singing holiday tunes, and all of a sudden you glance at your checkbook and you're like, oh. It's not beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Nah, it's beginning to look a lot like debt consolidation. That's what it looks like.
Then the word, those ads start to run, and then all of a sudden, then you get that feeling where you're like, well, maybe I'll get some cash this Christmas. and then you get it, and then someone gives you a sweatshirt. You're like,
you know what? My dad is famous for that. Like all the gifts will be done, right? Blah 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 blah, and then he'll come over like, come here, like a very old school. Come here for a second. Hand me an envelope, and he's like, don't listen, don't pay any bills with this. Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. Yeah, you're like, so much. I got the cable bill first, though.
Right. In order for me to enjoy the cable, I got to pay the bill. So maybe this can help with the bill.
This is how you know when things are going shitty, when you only online pay partial cable bill. Like, let me throw a few dollars. Let me throw a few dollars to this right now.
Yeah,
I get ready.
The worst part is every website ever now is like offering that service. They're like, if it's like $6, they're like, would you like to pay this over time with 80% interest? You're like, fuck yeah, it would.
Listen, paying over time, my God. But anyway, we digress here at Shay. It is show number 246, and that is I think everybody just thinks of Rick Dempsey. Right. And also Don Mattingly in 82 and 83 wore number 46. You did not know that.
Nugget. Yes, I did not know that.
In the Hall of Fame, which I don't think he really deserves it. He only deserves it. No, I don't think he does. He only deserves it based upon guys who also don't deserve it, who got in.
I look at a guy like Jeff Kent, and I'm like, that's like Don Mattingly adjacent to me.
I know, but you're going by someone who shouldn't get in, and so both of them. I don't know. You know what? That's a weird argument. I don't know. Then you got Andy Pettitte, and I was just to make jokes about Andy Pettitte. He used to pick off guys in the playoff. Like, he had the best pick. It was borderline illegal.
Right? I was like, how do you?
But me and my buddies used to joke, if you were the manager of like the Detroit Tigers, and you had that little gathering before the game, don't you say like, all right, guys, we got Pettitte on the man against us. Listen, this you got to hold the bag at first a little bit. They have to say that because he picked off a guy that had a 2-inch lead, and he was like, but he did the same move every time.
But you would think that like lefties would like study him, because it's like I don't know how else. You literally couldn't even like lean.
The only reason why they say he didn't get balk a lot was because he did the exact same move, which you would think he picked. And playoffs, he picked off some guys. Like, that's huge. Anyway, so Andy Pettitte, also from Only My Brother and Venditti, Otto Velez, a guy back in the 70s. And then you got number 46 on the New York Football Giants, Mike Dennis and Greg Lasker, second-round pick. And then from the Cowboys, of course, Mark Washington, who I don't remember, but he certainly played during that era, like 73 to 82. I was
going to say, not like my era. No way.
And then you got Herm Edwards, responsible for one of the worst days in the Giant history, which ended up, it was like almost like the birth of Christ there, because after that we got George Young, and then we got good after a while. And then there was out for my buddy Jim Myman, Ramsey guy, Pete Johnson, that big fullback on the Bengals. You remember? Well, you're too young for that. And then, of course, Chuck Muncie. I think it was on the Saints. You remember?
Shit
Saints
number.
or the
I'm telling you
Chargers.
right now.
I forget. You don't know any of these guys. Now, so that's 46 guys right there. Now, remember, I got to actually, I should be telling you this, but anybody who wants to sponsor the show, reach out to me at batted706@gmail.com. In the new year, we're going to be reaching out to a bunch of sponsors. It is embarrassingly cheap to advertise on this show. I guess you got to have a certain kind of business. Jersey base would be really good, I think, but
makes more sense. Yeah.
We're definitely reaching people now on all over the place, especially with LinkedIn and things we're doing. So it's I'm not going to say what the ad rates are.
Contact within. How about that?
Contact within. Batted706@gmail.com. You're going to be doing some ads for this in the new year.
Just wait until you see some of the stuff I came up with for this one today.
Okay.
So I went a little overtime, but it's okay.
Okay. Well, you got the fireplace going.
Well, that too. Yeah, I mean, it's more graphic work than anything. Yeah, so.
Well, listen, you had so of course, baseball card time here at Shea. And we're going to try to approach tops on this. I think we're going to do this a little differently coming up. But I already ordered my 2001 baseball card series. We'll be getting those.
Finally, some people I freaking know.
No, but now this guy is odd. Okay, your friend and mine,
They're all odd.
Mr. Tim Burke. Here's the weird thing about him. Okay, he played 8 years from 85 to 92. He's a pitcher, relief pitcher. He was 49-33 with a 2.72 ERA overall. Now, he 102 saves, pitched in 500 games, pitched for Montreal, the Mets, and the New York Yankees, which is kind of weird. Players that played for the Mets and the Yankees. With the Yankees in 92, he was 2-2 with a 3.25 ERA, pitched in 23 games. His best year, All-Star year, was 89 with the Expos, 9-3 with a 2.5 ERA, but he was traded to the Pirates for Lee Mazzilli.
Oh,
people remember him. He was also traded by the Yanks for Pat Rooney. Nobody knows who Pat Rooney is, but he was traded to the Mets from Montreal for Ron Darling. That's a big piece of the pie there. That was during the era where Montreal traded anybody who was about to make money. They had to trade him to keep their thing. And of course, he was traded back to the Yankees for Lee Guterman. You remember Guterman? The Goot?
No, but what year did he get traded back to the Yankees?
92. So it was weird years back there.
How many? He made big money
though.
In 92.
Well, he got traded in 82, 83, 91, and 92.
Oh, okay.
But here's the weird thing. Now, he made big money. Like, he was making over $1 million, 1.5, 1.2. Now, his 2.72 ERA is lower than any Hall of Famer, except for Mariano Rivera and Hoyt Wilhelm, who I think pitched it.
But the amount of appearances has to be.
Shut
up, Tyson. Did that happen? He friggin' did it. Oh my God.
We're going to get to that.
We got to get to that. That is
Philip Rivers
awesome.
Signed with the Colts. Yes.
Nag I can't wait till they friggin' that's going to be so good.
Yeah. And the last thing is he quit baseball while he was in his almost like still very good. They adopted 4 kids, him and his wife.
Much like Philip Rivers.
he realized that I need help at home and I need to be home, and he quit baseball to raise his kids. So I got to give him credit right there. So that's it, Mr. Tim Burke. And of course, he's busy with the kids, so his kids are old now, but no coaching, no nothing. So Tim Burke. All right. Well, just breaking news. Philip Rivers has signed with the Colts. Now, first of all, Jason Pierre-Paul is working out with
he signed
signed too? Okay.
Practice squad to the Tampa Bay Bucks, yeah.
Now,
but Rivers hasn't touched the football in like 4 years.
Okay. First of all, yeah. I feel, first of all, Daniel Jones, I feel bad for him. I think the Colts were settling back down to earth a little bit, but he was having a decent year. He caught so much shit with shitty Giant teams, and now he's got his Achilles, and now he only signed a 1-year deal. So he's financially he's screwed, but he's made. Listen, Don't feel sorry for Daniel Jones. Okay.
Right. And as one Chris Gucci would say, my heart bleeds for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not that big a deal.
He was the draft pick, the 5-year deal. He made millions there. Yeah. He made some money on the side with Giant, doing ads and stuff when he was with the Giants.
He's fine.
And he's fine.
He's fine.
If he's not stupid. But you feel bad for him. It was a shitty way to go, And now, of course, they're scrambling for a quarterback. Now on my show, my predictions on this show, I'm wrong a lot, way wrong, but I'm also right a real lot. Number one, I predicted that Jones and Shedeur Sanders would be throwing the ball around. I also predicted early on in the show that some of these players, they retire. And some guys, like if I retired, I would just gain 85 pounds and be on the couch. I'm like, I'm done. I've been playing this sport since I'm 8. I'm 31 years old. I'm retiring. I'd be the fattest fuck you ever saw in your life, right? But some guys are actually
like current Jimmy Palumbo.
Yeah, like current Jimmy Palumbo. Who's lost a few pounds here.
Oh, same.
So I think some of these guys though, they actually rest their bodies for a year, right? And all those bumps and bruises and things that just never have time to heal. And they stay in shape and they have money to have a trainer. And it's not like the old days where you're in your garage with the weights. These guys go to very nice facilities. And all of a sudden they're like, wait a minute, I'm healed now. And I think I always said you're going to see more of that. And this year, of course, 2 guys. And Jason Pierre-Paul is always on Instagram showing everybody how in shape he is.
Well, I also think the league plays into this as well as far as quarterbacks are concerned, because I mean, like you can't blow on the quarterback. You can't, like the wind can't hit the quarterback in a certain way and you get penalized. So I think these guys are going to play into their 30s, late 30s, early 40s, right? Like I could see that with a lot of these guys already.
Now, you can educate me on this. The Giants can't give Wilson away. The trading deadline's gone.
That's done. Yeah, they would have to cut him. So
they don't get shit for him. And right now he's a backup in case you need him. So I was going to say anyway, but the guy wasn't hurt. I was going to say the Giants.
And the sensation coming out of college a couple of years ago, Anthony Richardson is their backup, and he's on season-ending IR because he got hit in the face with a rubber band in the locker room.
I know. You can't make this up.
That shit, dude.
What a mess. It's a shame. I was enjoying the Colt story there.
I was too. And you know what? I'm still enjoying it, and I think I'm going to enjoy it even more if Phillip Rivers is back there. I'll be rooting for him. Absolutely rooting for him.
Absolutely. But, of course, it's Patreon time here from the Omni. I'm going to say we're mired. We are now mired in a slump a little bit. We're at 55. I can't believe we don't have a Lawrence Taylor. That's another. You're going to be doing the posts from here in the new year are going to be about sponsorships and Patreon. We are still at 55, and I want to give a shout out to my cousin Joanne. This is Cousin Day here, Jay. My cousin Joanne Palumbo, who is quite older than me by a couple of years, and she's always been a supporter. Every now and then she tunes in. My cousin Joey, who I sit with, him. I sit with him, Madison's dad. Shout out to him. And also my other cousin, John Henry Palumbo, Penn Stater. He's on a private text thread with me and my buddy Bobby and Venditti and my buddy Tommy. And when I say, you know what I mean by private text thread, because if some of those things ever got
I'm on the listen. I've said that plenty of times to my friends. I'm like, as egregious as some of these text threads get, I'm just like, somebody's got to be watching this, right?
I know. It's like, well, I laugh because sometimes Natalie will grab my phone. I'm like, no, don't look at my text because I can't have my daughter read some of the obnoxious things we say.
Now the good thing, now what we do is for the last couple weeks at least, when Stella or Miles, not so much, but when Stella tries to grab the phone, I'm like, you can't grab the phone because you might spoil a Christmas gift that's in the pictures. You know what I mean?
So good call.
So I do that, and she's like, "Oh, okay, yeah." She doesn't want to get spoiled, so I was like,
That's a very good. See, I didn't see you're smarter than I am on that.
Smarter than you ever.
But of course, speaking of the holiday season, Dave and I continue to chase miracles. That means you got to go to Chasing Miracles. Oh, look at Dave with a quick 3 off his back foot and the next shit your body needs. Donna's going to love that. You got to send that to me so I can send it to them. They go through crazy times with her mother passing and all that. ChasingMiracles.com. Non-invasive stem cell patches. I am wearing them right now. I think it's helped me lose a few pounds. Shit your body needs. They got all kinds of stuff. And I got to get you. I'm still telling them to send you some stuff, and they will.
I don't know. It's kind of offensive every time. You're like, I got this trim stuff. Every time you're like, you gotta get this trim stuff. Oh, okay.
But I gotta worry about you because sometimes I'm like,
I'm on enough shit.
Dave? No, Dave fell asleep inside of a vitamin shop. Okay. I can only imagine. You know what? One of these days we're gonna do a separate show. The show's gonna be called show number 247. Next week is gonna be called Things That Dave Has Entered Into His Body Regarding Health and Getting Bigger and all that. I want a list. Send me a list of this. I am
short list, very short list.
I'm sure it's not. I take Advil once in a while.
Not for nothing, but like as people get older, like I'm seeing. Like my father, my bonus mom, they have like the trays that like you're like, okay, I got to take all these in the morning. So it's the same shit. Take a multivitamin in the morning. I take, a couple other multivitamin and what?
What else?
I just so happen to inject a multivitamin.
I think you're reliving the 80s. It's you are like you're definitely Roger Clemens or Barry Bonds.
I'm gonna pop up on the Balco list.
Oh my God, so funny and obnoxious. It's funny because it's funny.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, listen.
Yeah. Hey, Tyson, bro. I've experimented with that, to be honest with you.
I can only imagine.
The deer antler spray. I was on that trend for a little while, and it didn't really do shit for me. But like, can you imagine like being sold that? They're like in the, you know what? This will get your muscles rock hard. How's that? Well, it's made from deer antler, and it doesn't get any firmer than that. And I'm like, oh, it must be legit.
The only time I did something similar is when I used fox urine to keep deer away from my tomato plants. It's fox urine day at Shea. I've sprayed it all over the place. You know what they don't tell you? It stinks.
No shit. Like I can't imagine you get that thing and you're like, it's not so bad. You know what I mean?
No, it stinks. Nobody wanted. I'm like, I can't put this near the tomatoes. I got to eat them eventually.
Darryl Clark with the quotes.
Oh my God, multivitamin.
I do take a multivitamin, by the way, because I eat like shit. So yes, I have to. It's like
because you don't eat meat. You don't eat meat. You're trying to be big, muscular without eating meat. Where do you get your protein from?
Shakes.
Shakes.
I get protein shakes. I peanut butter, eggs, shit like that. Shit your body needs.
Shit your body needs. Oh my God. I hope you're not going to make your wife's not. She eats meat, right?
I'm married, so no. No. Yeah. She does, but she doesn't like. It's not being.
But like, so your kids are gonna grow up not eating meat.
No, it's not true. Because I mean, like, I see my dad, my bonus mom a lot, and my in-laws, like they all cook like normal people, like so they get all that. And they eat. We buy the turkey and stuff, like the sliced turkey and the ham and all that shit for the house. It's fine. Okay. I don't eat it. But the problem is the issue is it's like trying to set an example, right? Right. And like they're like, Daddy, try this. And I'm like, no. Right. So it's like why won't you try it? I'm like, well, I'm allergic. Like my brother forever will tell you, he's like, oh, I'm allergic to chocolate. I'm like, no, the fuck you're not. You just don't like it. Like,
you know what? I can't wait till Miles is like 13, hanging out at the pizzeria with a cigarette in his hand, going, my dad's a pussy. You don't eat meat. But of course, speaking of pussies,
oh God,
let's discuss Rutgers basketball. Woo!
Oh Jesus!
Rutgers played Purdue and Michigan, and we didn't do well against those two franchises.
I mean, we only lost by just like 41.
41. It's bad. I watched a little bit of it. They stink.
Oh, how could you?
You know what's funny? I don't know. The only two games we play UPenn and Delaware State, which my buddy Brian Ellerby is assistant AD at. So we'll probably win those, probably. So that's 7 wins. I think I don't think we're gonna win 9 games.
What was their record last year? Do you remember?
I think we won 13 or 14.
Okay, but just keep that in mind that you had 2 future NBA stars and won 13 games. Now you don't have those stars, and we might win 4 less.
Right.
That's kind of like it's either indicative on the talent level of Bailey and Harper,
but I was wrong again. One of the things I was wrong about Bailey and Harper.
State's coming for blood.
Bailey and Harper. My buddy Ellerby told me, well, we're big, and Rutgers don't do well against big. I think we'll win that game, though. I hope. Um, what the hell was I going to say? Yeah, but I definitely was wrong. Talk about being wrong. Bailey and Harper are doing just fine as rookies in the NBA.
Nah, not the other night though. The Knicks.
I know.
Shit.
I know, they shut him down, but no,
good.
As rookies, they're doing just fine. So yeah, the hoops, man. I don't know. I don't know what the buyout is on Peichel. Probably not enough. But you got to remember, Rutgers is setting up a better NIL scenario, and when they do that, maybe there'll be some money to get some players in. Rutgers football, another good holiday topic. We said no to the bowl game.
Wait, did we get the invite?
Yeah, we said no to it.
So that means Oregon. Oregon State said no. That we were second on that list.
No,
so somebody else said no first.
Oh, for sure.
And then they're like, "Hey, Rutgers, what do you guys want to do?" And you're like,
no. "Well, it's Birmingham, which is not a great bowl. We've been there. It's like I hate to say it, it's not a safe city over there. I remember last time we played down there, there was like messages, "Dear Rutgers fans, please be advised, go to your hotel room, then to the game,
lock the door."
Yeah.
So wait, does that? But that all right?
And they're playing Georgia Southern, which that's not a good game, and you lose money. They lose money. You lose money.
Well, I was going to ask you, do they make money regardless?
No. And the reason why they're not getting fined by the Big Ten or something.
Who's going to fine them? It's an invite. You say no.
No, there's some kind of weird crap that goes on there, but they don't have any of their coordinators, so you can't.
Right, they just fire the defense, the entire defensive staff. How do you play a football game without?
Yeah, and I'm glad they're not going. Looking into next year though. As a fan, and you occasionally go to the games. Thanks, my brother, for that.
I was gonna say, and by the way, if your brother's listening, my New Year's resolution for next year, for across the board, is to curse less. Is the curse
that's
less? Like
fucking nice.
just try. Like what I'll do is I'll try to I'll substitute a word. You know what I mean? Like, but like I got, the other day, running around the house, and I'm like, Miles, come here. He's like, fucking. And I was like,
oh, I know.
Shit. I was like, and then I'm like, my wife's like, it's okay. I say it too. I said, no, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. It's me.
The kids say it.
The kids start saying it, and I'm just like, okay, that's enough.
How about when they reach a certain age and they say it, and you're like,
thanks, Tyson.
I guess they're old enough to say that. Well, next year, the only good news for Rutgers football is our home games are fun if you're a fan of college football.
Oh, they've already announced the home games?
Yeah. They're not the dates or anything. But
fine.
We play Michigan at home. That's always cool.
Okay, cool.
We play USC at home.
Oh boy.
And we play a team that historically has stunk for years, Indiana, at home.
Oh my God.
And then
they're probably going to be without their quarterback.
Yeah,
because he's going to the NFL.
But some quarterback's going to get like $8 million to go play for them. Thanks, Mark Cuban.
Johnny,
and we also play Nebraska and Michigan State, who are not that great. But our away games, believe it or not, now we don't win many road games, so I got to factor that in.
We're going to the big house.
No. We play our away games. I think is probably the easiest for Rutgers I've ever seen. We play at Maryland, at Penn State, who is a mess right now.
Mm-hmm.
We play at Northwestern and at UCLA. That's probably the easiest road schedule we've had.
The old 11 p.m. start against UCLA.
No, that's what's going to happen. They're going to say, "Oh, we're playing Monday morning at 6 a.m." On the Big Ten Network. And Rutgers says, "Thank you very much. I have another." But so you know what? I'm going to already predict we're going to go 6-6 or 5-7 again.
You're throwing out a prediction on December 9th for next year's.
You know why?
Team.
We play Linden, Carteret, and Rahway to start the season. That's 3, and I think we're Nebraska, Michigan State, Maryland, and Northwestern are beatable. We'll win 2 out of 3 of those, and there's your 5 or 6. So it's all shit. We're going to lose to everybody else. Anyway, so Rutgers football, you got to get a quarterback. You got to get money from NIL. And
how do you, since stay on college football for a second, obviously hot button topic that's floating around the old
the Notre Dame.
Yeah, they went to 12 teams. Notre Dame doesn't make it, right? And then I understand who they lost to, but they've ripped off 10 straight wins. They've won some really good games, and then you let Miami in, and I'm okay with that too. But those other the 11 and the 12 are not anywhere near better than Notre Dame. They're just
well,
not.
Well, hang on a second. First of all, if you're going to go, first of all, they were 0-2 to start the season.
Fine. And a loss against Miami, which is one of them.
Okay. And Miami is the team that kind of jumped them.
Sure.
And I don't care what anybody says, head-to-head always has to be a factor. It's that way in the NFL. But it's that way in Major League Baseball, home field advantage and all that
totally.
stuff. So they lose that. They also didn't play as many top 20 teams. I think Miami played 4, Notre Dame played 2, or something like 5 and 2, whatever it was. There was like 8 or no, I shouldn't say. There was 4 or 5 factors that Notre Dame didn't match up with Miami. Now the Alabama thing annoys everybody because they got the 3 losses. That's because they play in the SEC. Now the thing about Notre Dame is, you know what? Listen, when you don't join a conference and you say F you to the NCAA, which talking to my father-in-law before he passed away for years, they didn't join the College Football Association, the CFA, the thing that is matched up with that. And so they've been a greedy bunch, man. They take all the money and then they say, hey, ACC, our chess team needs someone to play. Do you mind if we? So I don't feel bad for Notre Dame.
I mean, look, when you're NBC and you're paying Notre Dame, a boatload of cash just to be on their networks with exclusive TV deals, you don't need to be in a conference. But you run into this problem, and you run into the problem of not being able to get into the college football playoffs, which is, again, I look at the 11 and the 12 seeds, and I'm like, dude, come on, like that's a joke. But it is what it is. I'm not a Notre Dame fan, but when I saw the shit come out, I was like, ooh, fuck, it was
close. It was close. But listen, I don't know. Notre Dame, Notre Dame's the Dallas Cowboys of college football. There's the most fans that love them.
Some of my friends are gonna hate that shit.
And there's most fans that hate them, and that's what makes them so big. You can't just, if you have Penn State, some of these schools don't have as much hate. And that's why they're not as big. Cowboys have tons of fans.
Sure. But
they also have a jerk off like me. If the Cowboys are on Monday Night Football, I'll watch it just to get a cowboy, that kind of thing. So that's why they're so big. So they have fans on both sides. But someday they got, what the problem is with there's no system. Like in the Major League Baseball, they have salary caps. If the Yankees spend $7 billion,
they have taxes, yeah.
They have a tax system. The NFL is like a joke. You got to have a spreadsheet out down to the dollar what you're spending.
I personally believe it's a myth, but go ahead.
No, there's a guy with a spreadsheet. College is, hey, Mark Cuban, we found this quarterback. He's really good. He needs $4 million. All right, tell him I'll give him $1 million. That's how it is right now.
I know.
And the Nike guy at Oregon, that's a joke. And now Oregon's never going to suck for a while. And then you got Indiana though. They got money, but let's see if this guy can really maintain it, because it's hard to do. It's hard to maintain that. But
sure,
Ohio State's not going anywhere. Michigan's not. They got tons of money. I think what's going to happen is a school like Rutgers, and this may actually benefit us. I was wondering how you feel about this. I think a school like Rutgers is going to be I don't want to say minor league because that cheapens everything, but it's like, no, go to Rutgers, and then. Like in a year or two, you're trying to get to Ohio State. But if you have the right coach for that, the coach knows, hey, I'm going to get this kid now. I think this kid can play. And if he leaves for more money, that's fine, because we're going to get the other guy. In other words, you can actually win if you know you're going to lose the kid. I don't know if you know what I'm trying to say. In other words,
I somewhat understand, but
your system has to be built on that.
I think. And this all started because of 2020, right? With everybody doing the transfer portal, right? If you regulated that, if you said hey, once you commit, it's like a normal contract. Once you commit, you got to stay.
You got to stay. Yeah.
You can't just have a bad year and then think well, if I was over at Maryland, I would probably start. You know what? I'm going to Maryland.
Right.
That's not. Once you commit to a school, it's got to be a contract, a 3-year deal with an opt-out to go to the NFL draft. That's the only way you can get out of it.
They have to change the times to make it after the bowls when you can transfer. And also, if you Google the coach of UConn women, hang on one second.
Yeah, sure.
Someone's knocking at my door.
Oh, well, it's the neighbor who's going to deliver a pastry here.
Here.
Don't worry, folks. I got this. I will take over. And yes, Tyson, Indiana is lightning in a bottle right now, but it is an absolute fiery lightning bolt, man. Absolutely. Wow. Okay. Daryl saying that LSU will win a title in 2 years. Yeah, coach, coaching matters in any sport, specifically college football. If you can get those boys right, LSU could be a force to be reckoned with. But I'm more like, I'm on the line of saying, like, if you go out there and you say, like, here is $2 million to come to a school, right? And you're like, okay, fine, here we go. That's it. You cannot, just because you have a bad year or you might fit a better system, or like, you don't get that luxury. You're already being paid as a collegiate athlete, right? So you shouldn't get the option to just get up and go. I'm sorry. That's just the way I feel. Johnny Box.
I'm back. All
right, sorry. All good. Who was it? The mail?
First
of all,
man? In the spirit of Christmas, I
was on a roll, man.
My next door neighbor.
I knew it was the neighbor.
But no, my next door neighbor's locked out, and it's 9 degrees outside.
Oh,
and
you letting him hang out on the couch?
Well, she was outside freezing her ass off, and I realized, wait a minute, and her husband.
You're like, hey, listen, I would help you, but I'm live right now.
I told her. So she's
now she's dead. Now she's dead.
She's sitting right. She's going to sit on the couch.
She's going
to sit on the couch to relax and stare at my beautiful Christmas tree.
At least let her put the TV on. Jesus Christ, isn't it Matlock on now at some point? Murder, She Wrote. I don't know.
Barry and Kay. Now, the funny thing is, her husband left me scones in the morning, so I get scones from him, and then he locks her out, which is crazy. I know the key works in there, though. All right, well, where the hell were we? So,
college football. We're wrapping that up.
Wrapping that up.
I will say this. So the funniest thing I saw on like Twitter at some point, I don't know his name, I don't remember who, but somebody was like, "I'm going here. I'm committing here," right? And then they decommitted to go to Rutgers, and I was like, "Hey, man, I want to think about this.
Why are you decommitting?
What are we doing?" So
That's why you wonder if either someone wrote a check, which I doubt.
Rutgers.
There's some good games. The Bama-Oklahoma game and the Miami-Texas A&M.
I think the whole first round is going to be entertaining. I think it'll be good.
I'd love to see James Madison win an upset.
Oh my God, yeah, that would be fantastic.
Okay, now a couple of things.
I do want A&M to roll all over Miami, by the way, but that's just
the Indiana thing is just incredible what Cignetti's done. I mean, the game was wild. The kid missed that kick. I have no sympathy for OSU, but listen, he's 24-2.
Did you hear his post game?
Oh, he's rough, dude. He's rough, man.
No, I'm talking about the quarterback. You talking about him? Did you see his post game?
Oh yeah, when he's crying and thank the Lord.
Dude, I was like, oh, I want this guy on my team right now.
I know, and of course the Giants will have a shot at him and not take him. A couple of things though. This is the stupid. This is almost like the baseball card segment for me. I'm going to say something, and I just want to know. Maybe you don't know it. But if you just okay, Terry Bradshaw, okay,
is losing his mind little by little.
Time out. Terry Bradshaw, arguably the biggest Steeler name. Terry Bradshaw, 4 Super Bowls, right?
One of them, yeah.
One of them, yeah. Okay.
Sure.
He never met Tomlin.
I saw that. That.
For those of you who don't know, Tomlin's been the head coach of the Steelers since 1952, and the fact that they have never met is, I think that's
when I heard that, I was like, you know what's funny? If I'm Mike Tomlin, right, and he hears that, he's like, the fuck's he talking about? We met every fucking year, But Bradshaw's starting to lose it, so it's like maybe he met him and forgot.
Hey, Tomlin, dude, you know what? You got to get in touch with Terry Bradshaw. I mean, I think it's
together for the holidays or something.
Oh my God! Anyway, I thought that was funny. I also, another thing I called earlier, the Chiefs stink. I don't know anybody says they stink.
Don't say that because that'll unvalidate my win on Thanksgiving. So don't say that.
They stink. They stink.
Did you see the honestly
all the drops?
Well, it's like watching the think about it like this: fantasy football, because that's the way the world revolves around. There was a matchup in my league where one kid had Patrick Mahomes and the other kid had Jalen Hurts. and when Patrick Mahomes put up a dud, I was like, oh, it's a lock. The Hurts kid's going to win. What the fuck? Did you see this? Oh, so you're into fun stats, right? These obscure things, right? Jalen Hurts' quarterback rating last night was worse than if you were to spike the ball every play.
That's hysterical.
Every
That's
play,
funny.
if you go
funny.
and just spike it, clock it, every play for the whole game.
Wow,
it was lower than
brutal.
that was amazing.
That is crazy. I would get that. I love that's like the Tom Brady never took a snap when he was eliminated from the playoffs.
Mathematically eliminated. I know, it's wild.
That might be my top.
I remember reading that one out loud, walking through the casino in Vegas to my brother. I'm like, you're never gonna believe this.
I know. And I always think, because you know more than me with like stuff, I'm thinking like, oh, he probably knows this. I'm like, I don't think he knows this.
No, that was a good
one. Well, clearly, Shedeur Sanders can play in the NFL. Clearly, he threw some nice balls, man.
He's finally getting his shot.
I tell you, that coach of the Browns is smart. So you have Shedeur Sanders, controversial, brings you all the way back, throws passes in the corner of the end zone. Let's go for the 2.
And take him
Let's get Shedeur off the field. You stupid animal.
Stefanski is so gone. Like, he is so far gone.
He's got to go.
And like, think about it like this. You had this kid, and again, Shedeur had a great day.
And he didn't get
a great day. But you don't know what he would have done against other teams. I get that. But this is terrible on Stefanski's part. If you knew you had this kid and you were just ignorant.
Yeah, he had a decent. I mean, I'm not saying Shedeur could, die. I mean, shit the bed the rest of the way. But he had what does a guy got to do? I'm only judging him. I can't stand him off the field and all that different stuff. But you know what? He gets in the game, man. He's electric. And I'm rooting for Shedeur. I don't know why. But I'm sure. Not only are I'm wondering if my neighbor's carpets are filthy or my carpets are filthy, because if they are, you got to go to Oxy Magic USA carpet cleaners here at Shea. Look at the new graphics here. Oh my God!
And that is you and me in hazmat suits with vacuums.
Dave and I, we should publicly come out and say this. We actually own 4 of these franchises. One is in Birmingham, Alabama. We're sad that Rutgers is not going to the bowl game. Clean your carpets there. But you got to go to Oxy Magic USA, OXY, MagicUSA.com. Everything's dried in 3 to 4 hours. Green Seal, EPA, Safer Choices, certified green. Go talk to my buddy Tom DeMeo at OxyMagicUSA.com. And if you want to own your own franchise here at Shea, just get in touch with them.
Just ask those 2 young fellows over there.
I love the graphic is great.
AI is a scary thing. It's so funny typing these things into prompts. I'm like, all I did was I sent him a picture of you and I from one of the Rutgers games early in the year, like from the stands, right? So I went into ChatGPT and I was like, hey, make these 2 guys wear hazmat suits and they clean carpets.
That's so good.
I was like, Jesus Christ, this is crazy.
I love it. That's hysterical. I'm glad you didn't tell me that was a funny
nice little surprise.
But go to OxyMagicUSA.com. That's OXY Magic USA. This weekend, of course, was Nutcracker all weekend.
Don't threaten me with a good time. That might actually be pretty funny.
Yeah, well, we've always
Hey, Dave Stonkin, if you're out there, if you're looking for new content, we have a cartoon idea for you.
Yeah. Yes, we should probably can make.
All it takes is voiceovers. We just need an animator. That's all.
Let's do that. We could talk about the Cowboys and Giants, where you hear. My daughter was wonderful in the Nutcracker. She had 2 shows on Saturday and 2 shows on Sunday. There was all kinds of drama going on. I'm probably going to say something I shouldn't, but I'll say the positive first. Both of her grandmothers got to see them. Her one grandmother's 92, my mother's 86. My mother was crying. I had her in the second row, and she just thought my daughter. She just whispered to me, "She just looks so beautiful up there. I wish your dad could have seen this," which almost made me cry. And then just to see my Yaya on the other side, just watch and smile and get a huge kick out of it.
That's what you went with, Yaya.
That's what they call
another. So I'm always
it's Greek. It's Greek.
Well, I'm just always fascinated by what the kids
my
gravitate to.
Well, my mother's Grammy and Yaya, which are not that common. Or maybe Grammy is. But I'll tell you one thing, and I don't know I shouldn't probably say. You know what? What do I care? the lead, they have two professionals, a professional girl and a professional guy that do like this main part.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, and the guy blew off the shows on Sunday. Do you realize there's 90 kids who have been rehearsing this for 5 weeks? And the rumor was, he was out late a Saturday night for his birthday, and he blew off. First, it was food poisoning. Nobody knows. And I'm like,
yo,
I don't know.
What's
I
his name? What's his name? What's his name?
I don't want to say his name. I know.
All fair. You thought I was protective with Natalie at the Rutgers game.
Well, that's why.
Fucking find this kid.
I thought about that. I said, if this was Dave Sturchow's kid, he'd be like, I'm going to go. I'm leaving. The announcer would be like, and Sturchow's heading to the back. He's leaving the show. We're not sure where he's headed. But somebody
looked like the OJ chase from over the top, like Dave is driving his car.
But one of the students, they have one boy in the show, nice kid too. He stepped up and did partial of the dances he could do, and then for the 4:00 show or the 6:00 show, one of the guys who did the show a couple of years ago, this guy named Alphonse, stepped in without rehearsing. And these are like getting involved. These are like 25-yard out patterns where you got to hit the guy. You know what I mean? And so a big shout out to all of them and a big boo for the guy blowing it off. I didn't get the full story, so maybe my information, but I will reveal it as I know it.
I could tell you right now, if it's something about a late night the night before, he's as good as dust.
That's what I said.
If it's like, his Grammy died or some shit, then I'm like, all right, I get it. But like, no.
But even as a performer, like. Yeah, if it's contractual, you hear these stories, guys blowing off films and stuff. There's always money involved, the contractual, or he was told something. But like blowing off kids, man. Oh man, that's two shots in the ball right there.
Right.
Well, anyway,
right.
And another thing about him, and I don't want to be graphic.
And another thing about this piece of shit.
Well, hang on a second. I'm about to say something horribly wrong, and I hope Kay
here we go.
Understands what I'm saying here. There's all these kids in the show, right? Now, male ballet dancers wear those tights. You know that.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Okay. But for women, you don't see as much. But for men, and this guy, I'm sorry. We were in the second row. I was almost on a first name basis with his private parts. Okay. And I'm sitting with my mother, even my mother who can't see well. I was like, and she goes, ooh. She goes, oh. And I was like, I could literally, if he got arrested for a crime and the cops came up to me, I'm like, well, I can't draw his face, but I can draw another body part.
I did see the shadow the entire time.
There's little kids running around him. And I'm like,
that's a touchy
there's got to be some kind of padding. This was, and the worst part is the guy who filled in on Sunday, clearly it was like, not that big a problem. Literally, I was like, oh my God.
I will tell you this, as a former professional wrestler who had to wear spandex at certain points of his career, you got to pack. you got to pack because if you don't, and they get the shape, and you're like, listen, I'm a grower, not a shower.
I know. I'm going against all the dancers of the world. Baryshnikov probably. I don't care. You cannot. You can't, even in this society now.
Guys, hide your twig and giggleberries, all right? Like, enough's enough. Stop.
Oh, my God. I thought it was so inappropriate. Anyway. So, getting to some. So, anyway, my daughter, Natalie, she did wonderful, and she looked fantastic on stage. Now, I had a few cocktails the other night, and I made a brutal mistake. I got this text from Temu. And everything they were saying, everything is only 10 cents. I said, okay. Next thing you know, I always wanted to order, sitting right here. Have anyone seen the ad for the blowers that blow the leaves? Right. So this was only $11. Okay?
Oh my God.
So I actually went and listened to the noise of this thing. Okay.
As you blow that, that's some powerful shit. That just blew your mic. Whoa!
I think this thing is, first of all,
$10.
I don't even know, because Temu completely just, And after that, I kept.
Yeah, by the way, it doesn't. It's not actually designed to blow the leaves.
I went outside last night, but there's no more leaves. I'm going to go out right now with Kay, and I'm going to use this blower. It's the cheapest thing, and they're going to use it too because they have a deck like I do. But I will do a full ad for this next week.
Oh my God!
But here's what happened though. The Temu, I thought it said you order stuff, you get like credits. So I was ordering thinking, oh, that's going to be free. Next thing you know, I'm out $90. And every day there's more crap. So finally I had to call Temu like on the text saying, stop sending. I'm sure the government now has my credit card. I'll be probably
get a hold of Temu. You know who's working Temu?
I don't, whatever it is.
You know who's working the phones at Temu? Is the guy in Pakistan right now. Is like just wondering, like, oh shit, the phone's ringing.
It started out when I ordered this a year ago.
What is that now?
This is supposed to for putting your phone in.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And this is supposed to sit on your car, on your dash of your car, but like it doesn't even.
Oh yeah, God, you're one of those guys.
Now I'm on
QVC
the email list.
Must love you.
No, only Temu because Anyway, I bought colored shirts to play pickleball in from Temu. I would rather have a Bounty paper towel on my chest. There's no value in these things. I put them in the washing machine and they disappeared.
Like, they just
like it was like the pods. You put the pods in, they disappear. I put the shirts in and I just wore. Anyway. So Temu is cracking me up. I'm still getting texts. I now have a $700 credit. Their entire inventory is not worth $700.
Yeah, there's no way you have a credit, by the way. There's no shot that's real.
And then at the bottom it says must spend $90 to get only $4 a day. So they want you to buy. It's the stupidest. I'm like, leave me alone.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, I can't take it. I'm also getting my kitchen cabinets are being redone, so the place is a mess. Even though I'm keeping Kay warm here, she's probably saying this guy's a filthy mess, and I'm probably gonna borrow her husband to help me.
Oh, I could have. Damn, I didn't know you were doing new cabinets. I could have sent my uncle up there. Custom cabinet creations. He's very good.
I would have done it. I didn't know.
I didn't know you were redoing. I mean, you never said anything, but like, yeah, I mean,
he's not gonna come.
He's the one who actually built my sports desk at my studio.
All right. Well,
yeah,
I didn't know
very
that.
Good.
Well, if I run into trouble. They're supposedly coming tomorrow, and I'm getting a new my oven. Now, listen, I know this. Everybody says we talk too much about sports, but we're not here. I dare anybody in my listening audience to find a cheaper oven than the one I got. It literally just says like gas on, gas off.
It's like question mark, like gas on, like, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
The push button thing already pushed through. That's how old this thing is.
Oh my God.
I think there's people that camp that are like, if I said to them, hey, I'm going to bring my entire oven up, they're going to say, no, we're good. We don't need it.
We'll take our chances with the fire.
I got a little kettle over the fire that does it. My dishwasher, sounds like Molly Hatchet when you turn it on, and it rusts from the grates. You clean dishes, and then there's rust. You have to wash off. I was like, this has got to go.
Where are you living, bro?
No, because
what are you doing?
The place I moved in, the appliances I knew eventually I have to,
Yeah.
And my microwave, it heats stuff up the way, like I'm better off putting something on the oven than I am putting it in the microwave. And then it makes noises without any metal in there. It makes those kind of noises. So I'm either going to die of radioactivity here. So I am getting some new appliances here at Shea.
Yeah, well, it's perfect timing too, because it's Christmas and why not spend some money? So listen, Sunday morning, I'm at the gym and I get a text. Hey, the slop sink's not draining. And I'm like, awesome. All right. So I'm like,
that's a mess.
I was like, so yeah, call Roto-Rooter, see if they come out and see what's going on. Free estimate. Like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, all right. So they come out. Hey, we got to snake this. I said, okay, snake it. How much? Like $100, $200? Yeah, we're looking at $655. And I was like, what? Like, I will remove the slop sink myself. No, man. Like, what? And of course, got the wife who's like, we got to do it. We got it. And I'm like, of course we do. Then the guy comes up. The guy comes. So first of all, so now I'm at the house with this guy, and she leaves with the kids to do like 14 Christmas things on Sunday. And I'm sitting there. There's no Cowboys game. I'm just watching the red zone shit. And I'm just like, just sitting there like an asshole. Like, I'm just waiting for my fucking, he comes upstairs. He's like, hey, I broke this piece. I was like, what do you mean you broke this piece? Like, what the frig is happening here? It was horrible.
How about when they hit you with, hey, you know what? It's really the town's problem. I snaked this all the way. And you're like, what do you mean the town?
Oh no, that's the best part. So he's like, I think it's clear. He's like, there's a camera service that comes with the 655 to put the camera in. But I don't have the camera on me. And I was what? And I'm like, so he leaves. It's over. I paid him. He gives me $100 off because he broke a piece off my pipe. But of course, it's never his fault. I went downstairs and I'm like, what did you break and why? And he's like, the guy over here must have did it this way from back. And I was like, my house is 100 years old, and you're gonna blame the previous guy? There's gonna be 17 previous guys, man.
Exactly.
Like, you can't do this shit.
It's awful.
So yeah,
I know what you mean. I have when I bought this place, and the guy told me to my face. He goes, hey, the water guy came. I got a soft water with the tank and all that. Underneath my sink, he goes, wow, you got an extensive filtering system here. There's like 9 filters. I'm like, okay. So that cost me. He goes, why don't we start fresh? And I'm going to replace all the filters. $700. Okay. That was 2 years ago. One I replaced every 5 years, one every 3 years. It's a whole scam. The guys who are coming to rip apart this kitchen, I don't think they're versed in water systems. So now I got to call this water thing this afternoon and say, do you have a service where you like disconnected for me and then come back and I'm gonna get raped on that. I might as well spend Christmas Eve with them, whoever they are. So I'll be Santa Claus for you. It's
actually it comes with the service. It's this, and this, and oh, by the way, you can sit by the fire with us on Christmas Eve because we're about to fuck you.
And here's another thing. Perfect. I have a new dishwasher. I mean, a new washer and dryer. Okay, this is for all the manufacturers.
Graped, correct, Josh. Yeah, that's what he meant. He said graped. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want to get kicked off.
I don't want to get kicked off. When you order a new appliance today, they have features on it that no one ever uses or knows how to use. I want to open up a company, again, the regular store, where the washer and dryer just has on and off. Because all that happens is water comes in, you shake it around, you get your soap in there, then it drains out, you do a little rinse and spin, and the dryer, it's got to be heat on the clothes, and then it goes, and it's over. Not my washer and dryer. I have things. I was actually on the internet while I was, my dryer goes on the internet. I was Googling like couch prices through my dishwasher and through my washer and dryer. Nobody uses that. And some of them are loud. So I got this beautiful set. And meanwhile, my clothes don't seem right to me. So get the old agitator. You ever see someone leaves a washing machine in the street? If I had a pickup, I'd be like, you know what? I'm going to grab that. I'm going to hook that up. I bet the guy got rid of it because it would look shitty, and I bet it does fine. And old school people just wanted the clothes to be agitated. That's another thing. Oh, no. When it agitates, it ruins your clothes. I'm like, oh, well, they've only had agitators for the last 100 years. Okay. Do you recall someone in the 70s, like coming to school, like, yeah, my mother's the agitator, ruined my jeans. No, that's not how it happens. You ruin your jeans because you slide or you hit the ground, you dirt. The washing machines don't hurt clothes. It's your stupidity on how to. Anyway, in other news, I'll be doing stand up on Friday, December 12th at the Knights of Columbus in Oakland,
California.
Not California. I'll be doing it for
I was like, where's he going?
I'll be doing it for the Oakland A's Christmas party on December 12th.
That's who they can afford, you and Brian Mayer.
That would be Oakland, New Jersey here. And of course, you can give them a call at 201-895-1969 for reservations. 7 Courthouse Place in Oakland, New Jersey. Me and Ryan Marr, who you've seen perform a couple times, I think. We're going to do a nice show for them. And new washer and dryer to stand-up gig. That's so funny. Sponsored by the Oakland A's. But yeah, come see me do stand-up this Friday.
Yeah, we're starting. This joke is brought to you by Analytics.
By the way, I think our entire fan base is AI now. They're just
right.
People. But go check out the show. Should be fun. I didn't have a good set 2 weeks ago in Fort Lee, so I got to
redemption time.
I got to come back and be strong. Which brings us to your friend and mine, Absolute Eyewear's NFL Stinks List. And, of course, Absolute Eyewear at 42 Main Street, Woodbridge, New Jersey, 732-326.
Eyes.
Dave, Dave's having a banner day as producer days. It's producer day here at Shea. Go to Absolute Eyewear. They're full opticians. They got everything over there. Go talk to Janine and Craig Michaud, longtime original supporters of the show. And as well as Chop Sports Media and Chop Studios and media and conglomerates, whatever that is. Your whole world. The
franchise that is.
Franchise that is. But anyway, they sponsor the NFL Stinks List. And here we go. Now, I was being kind, I think. Let's see. New England Patriots, very good. Buffalo Bills, good. Miami Dolphins, good. I had to go with it. They won
because of a winning streak? Yeah, I guess.
4 in a row. It's 4 in a row in the NFL. I don't care what it is. Maybe this could be the I have the New York Jets as stink. Atrocious.
Oh, okay.
I kept them at stink. I don't know.
I thought they were atrocious. Okay, so they're
I gave them a bump. Now the AFC North. I don't know why. You know what? That's actually a mistake. They are atrocious.
I'm going with it.
I'm gonna go back. You know what? Back to atrocious. There you go. So the AFC North, I'm sorry, guys. I think the Steelers, Ravens, Bengals, and the Browns, you all stink. I don't care. That division stinks. I think the Steelers stink. Oh, my God.
What are you talking about? Rodgers looks like prime Aaron Rodgers the other day, running a touchdown. Come on.
He stinks. I think they stink. AFC South, Jacksonville Jaguars, I have as good. Houston Texans have been upgraded to good. 8-5 is 8-5. The Indianapolis Colts, I kept you at average, but
it's going to be a slippery slope. We'll see what happens with Rivers.
Poor kid was thrown out there, deer in the headlights. Okay. But again, the Browns threw their third string quarterback in, and he's doing pretty well.
You know what's funny though? I believe I don't think it's tongue in cheek a joke. It's the Phillip Rivers' first kid is the same age as the quarterback he's replacing. So
that's crazy.
I don't know if it's true. I just saw that graphic, but might have been a joke, but it's probably close to true.
Phillip Rivers could be quarterbacking for them. That's crazy. Tennessee Titans, I upgraded you to stink. When you get upgraded to stink, you really stink. AFC West, I have the Denver Broncos have been from very good down to good. Why? Because you barely beat who they play. They barely beat the Raiders.
By the way, did you see the end of that game?
Oh, welcome to gambling. You is sponsored by FanDuel.
So here's my take on gambling.
You cannot kick a field goal with 4 seconds to go to just lose by 7. Why would you do that?
Listen, here's the thing. Gambling. Guys, I'm here to tell you. I'm not trying to tell you not to, but 9 times out of 10, they're trying to make money back, right? Yes. So, here's the thing. If you don't have the money to gamble, then don't, because you cannot rely on this league to be legitimate at this point. That was right there. That is the absolute worst thing Pete Carroll ever decided to do. And
I've never seen it. I've never seen it. So
they covered. They
covered. There you go. Well,
that's insane to me.
Insane. I know
what this guy Portnoy was losing his fucking mind over that game.
I have, So I reduced them to good. Chargers, I have them at good. They might be headed to very good in a little bit. And the Kansas City Chiefs, I'm sorry, you stink. It's another thing I called. If you play good against the Giants, if you don't play well against the Giants, I know you're going to stink. And the Giants could have won that Chief game on opening day or second day, whatever the hell it was. So I got the Chiefs as stink, and the Raiders I have as atrocious. All right, here we go. And Dave couldn't wait to hear this. I am so sad, everybody. Eagles, Cowboys, Commanders, you all stink. And the Giants are atrocious. The Eagles stink.
I listen.
Hang on, let me say goodbye to Kay, my roommate, for 20 minutes. Yes, you got to listen to half my show with the other guy over here.
Get your scones after the show. They're at the door.
I got scones. I'm going to eat that too. Yes, I think the Eagles stink.
I think they're just a flawed team right now. Like
I put the Cowboys at stink only because they lost on Thursday.
I mean, yeah, I get it.
But they are more alive for the division than they are for the
Cowboys have to win out, and the Eagles have to win 2 of 4. So
if the Eagles go 2-2 and the Cowboys win out, the Cowboys win the division.
Yeah,
you know what?
That's fucking nuts if you think about it. Like, is that wild?
It is possible.
Yeah, well, they got they got the Commanders twice. The Eagles do. So, well, if God forbid, like, can you split that? You know, can you try? It's a division game. Can you do it? Maybe. Then they got Buffalo at the end of the year who are going to be playing for a seeding. So Buffalo might wipe the floor with them.
The Cowboys are not eliminated.
Not at all. But I say all that, we're going to get fucking worked by J.J. McCarthy or some shit. I'm going to lose my mind.
And you know the Giants will not have the first pick in the draft. Why? Because we'll beat some bad team.
You're going to beat the Cowboys the last game of the year. Came us out of the playoffs.
First of all, if we're not there yet, but if the Cowboys get eliminated by the Giants, we have to have some kind of special event.
If this comes down to the last week, and the Cowboys only have to win.
But first of all, you'll probably be sitting with me. I'll probably go with you. I have tickets.
Oh God, I'm getting sick just thinking about it. Like, if the Cowboys have a win-and-in scenario for whatever reason, and they lose and they're out, and it's the Giants,
you don't recover from that.
So here, I got to pull the Giants fans out there, and maybe there's not a lot of Giants fans that are listening right now, but I'm curious. In the grand scheme of things, the Giants have an opportunity to either take the Cowboys out of the playoffs and win. But the counterpart to that is you are now picking 3rd in the draft. If you lose to the Cowboys in the last game of the year, you get the 1st overall pick. What do you want?
Beat the Cowboys.
As a fan, I'm saying
that's what you would. I know, because you're the one who told me
110%.
that you don't. When the Cowboys get eliminated, you're like, I don't care. I'm watching the game. I want them to win. But that could be a very interesting scenario there for sure.
God,
but I don't think. Let's see what happens. All right, here we go. NFC North, sponsored by Tyson Hogan and his Patreon family. Now, we're a little different here. He has the Packers as very good. I still got him as good. He has the Chicago Bears as good. I've said it all along. I don't buy into the Bears at all, and I have them as average. He has the Detroit Lions as good. I don't. I have them as average, and we both have the Minnesota Vikings as average. When you shut out, when you get the shutout there.
You have Minnesota Vikings as average last couple of weeks, really?
Well, they shut somebody out last week.
I don't give a shit. They
know what? No. They stink. But when you shut a team out, you got to get a bump. That's how it works. Now, of course, Daryl Clark sponsors the NFC South, and me and him. Well, listen, Daryl. It's the differential here is easy because Daryl has the Buccaneers, Panthers, Falcons, and Saints all at stink. And I have the Buccaneers, Panthers, Falcons, and stink. So for the first time ever, we have 2 divisions that are either stink or atrocious in their entirety.
Give me the Panthers to win that division if Baker's all jacked up.
We'll see what happens.
That'll be fun.
Okay, now the best division seems to be the NFC West. I got the Rams and Seahawks as I think the Seahawks are very good. What else?
I was at the gym today and on the big projector, like, Seahawks, best team in the NFL. I'm like, well, it's not far off.
It's not far off. I would have said.
And the Jets fans are like, fucking Sam Darnold. Are we kidding right now? Like,
my brother-in-law Steve is a big Seahawks fan since he's like 15 when they first got in the league with Zorn and the quarterback and Steve Largent, wide receiver. And I'm like, dude, I think they're good. Like, they don't get 10-3.
Their defense is fucking flying around the ball.
And 49ers at good, and the Cardinals, I'm sorry, you stink. So we have 3 atrocious, 14 stinks, 4 average, 8 goods, and 3 very goods for our week there.
Wow.
And
half the league either stinks or atrocious. That's how you have it.
That's what it is. That's what that's why I do this whole list. By the way, Landman has been really good. I
gotta watch last week's. I gotta catch up.
I'll tell you one thing. First of all, we know about the LSU receivers on the show, but I tell you what, there in the last 2 episodes, and see if you pick up there has been some really like intense acting moments between Billy Bob Thornton and his kid. and Billy Bob Thornton. I don't know if that scene.
Well, I'm not there yet, but I will say the award for dumbest person on the entire show goes to the son's girlfriend, who was like, "That's not my dream. I don't want that money."
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
She kept fucking mind. What are you doing?
Out of your mind? What are you,
idiot?
Stupid.
But yeah, that's.
But the scenes between Billy Bob Thornton regarding him
What's
and
today?
his father,
Tuesday? I could probably catch up tonight. Actually,
the scenes between him and his father about his mother dying were.
And I love the dad. He played in a bunch of shit.
Right,
like he's great.
But the acting moments there when he's talking about, usually you don't see on TV. Everybody thinks, oh, your mom died, and 90% of the time people have a warm spot. But Billy Bob Thornton does not have a warm spot for his mother. She wasn't a good egg. And there's moments in there where you get the subtlety of the acting. It's like really, really they got away. The first episode they just lined up trips right for all the wide receivers. And
they're still hot.
Yeah. And then since then they're like, and they haven't passed since. They're just running the ball 5 yards a clip. But I'm really enjoying the show. I think the show has a lot of depth to it for sure. And that's it. Of course, the Chair Company ended. And
I've not watched
the Chair Company, but you know what?
I'm scarred for life. I'm sorry.
Okay, it works, but the rest of the show, except for that one moment. But I tell you, the show Black Mirror, I've been talking about it. I'm 8. I only got 3 episodes left the entire series. I can't believe the stars that are in this Black Mirror show. And
when's the last time they actually were you're catching up, right? This isn't an active show, is it?
No, it had one season about a year ago. Landed.
Okay.
I think it's the final season. I'm not sure. But if you're a fan of like Twilight Zone meets like psychologically 1 hour, they're only 1 hour bits. Once you watch one show, it has nothing to do with the next show. It's really intense.
Yeah. Or if you're a fan of people friggin'
I still say, I'll go on record. I think the writers were sitting around a room and said, how are we going to pitch this? Why don't we have just some guy fuck a pig? And then the producers went.
No, you know what? The producers, all right, the producers are hammered drunk. And they're like, how can we make this the most crazy thing in the world?
Exactly.
And the producer's like, give me a second. I'm ordering a blower on TV.
I know. I can't believe I ordered. Anybody, you got to go on. You know what? This is how we're going to get people to go to the YouTube. Go to my YouTube channel and look at this thing. It's made by a company called, what the hell's it called?
Shitty
There's
blower.
not even a name on it. There's no name.
There's no branding on that thing?
No, it's named. It's with a sticker. It's called the Yunxy, Yunxy. All right. Well, matter of fact, I had to unplug it.
You just gave them more press than they've ever gotten. so
bad, but I can't wait to go outside and fool around with it. Like literally after the show, I'm doing it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get in the car when I pick up my daughter and hide it, just go right in her face. She's going to shit
hair everywhere. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Anyway, don't forget about onebitecreative.com. If you got website needs, that's all for the show here. And
Wuhan hardware.
How to do it. I will let you know how many products I got and how much I actually spent on TV. We'll see if it's not even close to being worth it. But that's it, everybody.
All right.
We're not. So next Tuesday.
Yeah. When are we doing this Patreon Fan Appreciation Day? When are we going to do that one? Before the holiday, I would assume.
We got to do something. We got to get who? Maybe we'll get
Clark, Tyson, Johnny Box. They all should get an invite and get like a 5-minute segment or some shit and just.
Okay, so we'll get Tyson, we'll get Daryl, Clark, we'll get Johnny Box. Who else we got to get on there?
Probably Pena.
Sam.
Can
we get Sam Grasso?
Sam. Actually, I got to talk to Sam because I have a need.
Maybe we'll do it next week. We'll do that next week.
We'll figure it out.
Who else? I'm just looking through the comments here.
You can have Josh. Josh is one of your.
We get Will Pena. I'll get in touch with these guys.
Yeah. Let's have a ball.
And we'll have everybody comes on. All you do is click the link. You come on. You bust my balls.
It's Fan Appreciation Day here.
And all you get is exposure. You can talk about where you work, your business, your kids. I don't care.
It's a free ad. Yeah, there you go.
And then you maybe you up the Patreon amount as we go.
And then the producer kicks you out of the studio if you just start talking
shit. And then maybe somebody will get me to 56 Patreon members here at Shea. All right, that's it.
Later on, Jersey Boys podcast going live at 5:00 Eastern. Come on, join the hope train that is the Cowboys.
The hope train of running the table day here at Shea.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.